What's up, CFM? This is Coach Matt with a Monday workout. We're gonna do a tune-up style workout that also includes our back squat strength work for today in an EMOM format. The back squat is on our deload strength training cycle this week, so we've mixed it in with some other variable strength and conditioning stuff that we're doing. So let's begin with 3 rounds through. Start with 8 reps of a PVC pass through. Make sure to keep those arms straight. Don't let the elbows bend when you're going behind your back. Next, we're gonna do push jerks. So dip, drive, press underneath to catch with straight arms, reset at the shoulders, dip, drive, catch with straight arms. And then the last one will be some overhead lunge plus squats. So 1 rep is lunge, lunge, squat. Okay, lunge, lunge, squat, 4 reps. And then we're gonna do a little vestibular stimulation. All right, so begin with some forward somersaults, and then we'll go into candlesticks. And then if you'd like to, you can combine these two into one movement. So by itself, forward somersault, like so. And then by itself, a single leg eccentric candlestick, okay? Like so, rolling back up to your feet. Now, if you wanna combine them, then you can do either the candlestick into the somersault or the somersault in the candlestick, doesn't really matter which, but you can kind of link them together. So somersault, candlestick, I only did 2 legs, and then somersault again, and then candlestick again. You can kind of roll, go backward, forward, if you like to. So take that as far as you want, or just segment them, but get some rolling, tumbling in today, okay? All right, when we get to the workout, there's 3 10-minute segments. Each of the 10 minutes is broken into an 8-minute alternating EMOM, right? So that means you got a station A and station B. Station A will be the odd minutes, station B will be the even minutes, and then after you've gone through 4 cycles of that, you will rest for 2 minutes and switch stations. Because we have, one of the stations has the bikes in it, we will have 8 people maximum per station, and it doesn't matter whether you start on station 1, 2, or 3, okay? So I'll go through all 3 of those. The format is the same for all of them. They just have different contents, okay? So we'll go, station number 1 is going to be plank with some alternates, and then kettlebell hips to overhead. So every round I want you to rotate. We're gonna do a total of total of 40 seconds of planking, right? So it can either be hands, it could be elbows, and then on the other minutes, I want you rotating right side, left side, etc. All right, so that'll be where we start. And then the other alternate movement is 8 reps per arm of a single arm kettlebell hang to overhead. So you have some options on this. If you want to do a clean and jerk, you can do a clean and jerk. If you want to do a snatch, you can do a snatch, but either way, it's 8 reps on one arm and then switch 8 reps on the other arm, okay? And just hang just means it doesn't go below your knees for the starting position. Then you're gonna rest 2 minutes, move on to the next station. Next station we'll have to have set up in advance, or I guess 2 minutes is pretty quick in terms of setting up a back squat station, all right? But just be ready for it. And then also be ready for the lunges that come afterwards too. So I'm gonna have my back squat bar set up with 40 to 50% of my max, because this is on our deload strength training cycle. And we're doing a set of 6, right? So duck underneath, hands outside the shoulders, big step back, hips back and down, hips below parallel at the bottom with the feet flat, good lumbar curve, squeeze and stand tall. Make sure you lock out the hips at the top, shoulders over the ankles, walking back in after I get my 6 reps. And then my alternate movement is ring rows. So ideally we're using a set of rings that are nearby your squat station and doing your 12 ring rows. So you're just alternating back and forth between 6 back squats and 12 ring rows on that station. Then again, a 2-minute rest, swap to the final station. Final station, during your 2-minute rest, as you go between the squats and the lunges, the weight should go down for most of us. It will go down for everyone, okay? So if you're 50% of your 1 rep max is, say, 150 pounds, then you need to go down to 95 at the most on the lunges, okay? So we'll give you a couple options on the lunges as well. But this one starts with an Airdyne 40-second increment. So you'll go a moderate pace, say a tune-up level pace, which is more than
warm up, but not a 40-second sprint, right? You have to have some energy to swap between stations, right? About 40 seconds on the Airdyne bike. And then your options on the lunges, you can either do overhead lunges, front rack lunges, or back rack lunges. And you can choose, you can mix and match if you want to. Obviously the overhead is the most challenging. Front squat or front rack position is the second most challenging, and back rack is just the standard movement, okay? So I will take the bar behind my neck, no matter what I'm doing here, but I'll jump it up to the overhead position, and then I'm stepping forward or backward, capping the back knee to the ground as I do my lunges. When I'm done, I gently bring it back to my shoulders and walk it back into the rack. Alternate positions are front rack lunges or back rack lunges, okay? But either way, I want you to get 12 total or 6 per leg of the lunge with that moderate weight. So 95-65 should be indicative that I want it to be a light enough weight that you feel confident doing doing an alternate position, such as the front rack or the overhead position lunges, okay? And for this one, for today, it's a tune-up workout, and you're like, I don't feel confident with 95 pounds on an overhead lunge, but maybe I could try 75. That would be an okay swap for today. I know there's some times where I don't want you to cut weight off the bar so that you can do the more challenging movement. Today is a tune-up day, so I would rather you practice the skill and practice the shoulder stability, even if it means you have to drop the weight a little bit, okay? And that is our workout for this Monday. I hope you guys have a great one, and I'll see you on Tuesday.